So, okay. We're about to go over here.
The gimbal squirrely.
Yeah, the gimbal squirrel. Okay. All right. There. Why is it just pick up me? Okay, there we go. Now it's
got you. It's confused.
Okay. Okay. Hi guys. So today we're going to tackle a subject that I was a little hesitant because I want to make sure that I got this right. Whenever we got on the plane in Miami 4 years ago to fly here.
It's kind of like one of the most scariest things. It was like D-Day, you know.
Oh
we're doing it. We've done it. I can't believe we've done it. You know, like when you think that you forgot something in the store. Like, I know that I forgot something, but no, we had it all.
Well, and how many people did we know in the town that we had never been to before?
None.
None.
Mm-hmm.
The nearest people we knew was one taxi driver who lived about an hour away that we had met in 2015. Mm-hmm. And we had two other families that we knew who lived about 45 minutes away in another town. So we literally knew nobody.
Yeah.
How good was our Espanol?
I think you just heard not very well.
Not very well. And so whenever we came into Rincon here in Palmares, we didn't know anybody, didn't speak the language, and the people here, or most of the families I know here, they've lived here their whole lives.
Yeah.
I mean, literally everybody knows everybody else.
Yeah. Like a small town, and they don't venture outside of it really, because, you know, there's stores within, you know, their little burrows. Burrio, not a burrow. And that's just how it is.
And that's why, I mean, to me, the people here had every excuse not to accept us, but that's not what happened. I mean,
not at all.
We've been invited to weddings,
funerals,
birthday parties,
Christmas celebrations,
New Year's Eve celebrations, anniversary party? We go to an anniversary party? I'm trying to think.
I don't remember.
Basically, you name the celebration, we've been invited to it. I mean, we've been to funerals and stuff like that. Weddings. Yeah, we do weddings. We never felt left out. But I think part of that had to do with our attitude coming into this.
We really strived to just throw ourselves out of that little box, not compare anything to the United States or to what, and just learn on the fly and adapt. I always tell our husband, and I tell our friends and family that our family's superpower is adaptation.
Yeah, our adaptability is what I think has helped us a bunch. You know, just like today's a holiday, all right? And
everything's closed.
Everything's closed. There's a few of the major stores that are open, but that's about it.
That's because they're owned by Walmart.
Yeah, that's because they're owned by Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
So, just as an example, today we realized that we had to get a few more groceries.
Yeah, I mean, today is our family Friday fun night, and we usually get stuff that we normally don't. As far as like sweets and just, you know, indulgent items, and I'm like, and then Easter is Sunday, right, and I needed a couple of things for lunch for Easter, and I mean, it wasn't like necessary that we need to go to the store, but it would be nice.
And so she wrote our taxi guy, and we didn't realize, I mean, because we're not Catholic, so we didn't realize that today was such a huge, you know, nobody works this day.
Or yesterday.
Yeah.
Everything was shut down too.
And so she calls our taxi cab driver and says, hey, can we head to the store? And what did he say?
He said, if you need something, I will be there.
Right. And so, come to find out, he was chilling out having a day off, and he does not
At
get
home.
many at
No.
home, sleeping, and he's like, no problem. He goes, you are friends. I'll come get you.
Mm-hmm.
So he did. He drove us all the way down to the store. We got our groceries. He waited for us outside.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was out of coffee, so we stopped by our friend's house to pick up some coffee because I buy all my coffee from her.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way back, you know, it just struck me, he really had no reason other than just be nice.
Because it's completely his day off.
Yeah, and he doesn't get many.
Mm-mm.
And when I told him I apologized, I said, I didn't mean to, have you out on your day. He goes, no problem. I was sleeping before. I'll be asleep afterwards.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that's the thing that's hard to come across. We've had so many little instances like that where people go out of their way to help us.
I definitely, this time last year during the pandemic, and Jim had to go back to the States to help take care of his father, it was just me and Kenneth. And I like to say my little network of family went above and beyond. I had groceries delivered, my landlord paid my bills because we were here in Costa Rica on strict lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
So unless it was a necessity, you did not leave your house. So they took care of bills for us. I mean, my washing machine broke. My landlord went shopping for me and sent me pictures, and they delivered it for me. I mean, I never felt overwhelmed with the things that I would have to learn to do or how I was going to do these things. All I had to do was ask my friends, and they were on it immediately.
Yeah, we kind of got a saying, Google don't work here. Down here is word of mouth.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We talk to our Costa Rican friends and say, hey, I need to get this fixed, or I need to get this accomplished. And they're like, oh, I know somebody. Yeah, I have a cousin.
or I have a friend, or I know, and let me call this friend, ask that friend, and they will do the legwork for you, and it is amazing.
Yes.
And I will have an answer, in 2 minutes of who can do it.
Yeah, I mean, we've done everything from having our refrigerator repaired, having computer screens fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief! I mean, just daily stuff that when something comes up, instead of having to go the long way around and having to ship the refrigerator to back to the store and have them look at it. No, our landlord had a cousin who is a repairman.
Mm-hmm.
And he just showed up and he tried one thing and to see if it would work, and it didn't, and he wouldn't take any money for it. Mm-hmm. He goes, no, it's not fixed. And so then he came back, found the correct part.
What a concept. It's not fixed.
Yeah,
I don't want any money.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I have never heard those words in my life.
Especially not in the US of A. But so he came back later on.
Mm-hmm.
I had found the part, figured out how to work it, and the refrigerator's been working great ever since. And it was so cheap.
It was like $40?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe to get it fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And the fan had gone out of the unit. Is what had happened.
That was the motor, the little motor in the fan.
Yeah, it was the motor that drove the fan had gone out. And so, anyway, there were so many little things over the last 3.5 years that
I can honestly say that I have never felt unwelcome.
Never.
Even with my advice is, don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Yep.
Laugh at them.
Mm-hmm.
And just jump off the box and try. And just, you don't know, and my mom used to tell me, you never know unless you ask. Yeah. So ask. And
the thing I had to get over, and the attitude change that I had to have coming here, was I had to put myself in a vulnerable position, as in I needed help, and I was not used to that. So I had to learn to kind of come into the thing with a humble attitude and just put it in their hands to see what would happen, time and time again, I've received way more than what I had hoped. So,
and we don't watch TV. We only watch pretty much YouTube and very little Netflix or whatever. And so, if there is a criminal on the loose in our area, if there's a bad storm coming, if the water's gonna go out, everybody sends a message, checks on us, make sure that we are aware of what's going on, and make sure that we are okay, and if we need anything, like clockwork. So, we haven't watched the news in 3 years.
Yeah, and let me tell you, it helps. Avoid the news.
Well, the negativity.
Yes.
There's so much going on, and nobody can see the positive of anything these days. So when that's all you're listening to, and it gets very overwhelming. So when I did go back to the States because his father had passed, that was the first thing I realized, or I noticed. I'm like, wow, everybody's so uptight and angry. It's gonna be okay. And everybody thought, what drugs are you on? I'm like, I'm fine.
We're not on any.
I'm on piña.
Yeah, we're on piña and pura vida. But so anyway, I hope what this video, or we got the point across. I'm not saying that Costa Ricans are better than everybody else in the world or anything like that.
People are people.
People are people, and I truly believe that whenever you give them the opportunity to be good people
and to get to know you, they are very shy.
Yeah, they are. They're very, very.
And if you put yourself behind in a gated community and don't get the opportunity to go out and meet people, or where you're approachable,
don't do that.
In my opinion, and I don't know a lot, it seems like the more crime happens in a gated community.
The whole concept of moving to a foreign country and locking yourself behind a gate with other people from Europe or United States or wherever you're from, what are you escaping? What are you getting away from? And you've really isolated yourself.
And you've also upped your rent.
Oh my gosh.
Because that's expensive.
So anyway, that's our video, guys. I hope we got across the point that we have received so much kindness from our friends and our neighbors here, and we want that known. It's important. So anyway, we're gonna head on off, but talk to you all later. Be putting up some more videos, and if you have any questions or comments, just put them down below.
All right. Bye.